Hello, welcome to this time frame in life we have is spring here in this part of the hemisphere. Of course, there's so many expectations and so many stories going on. We can see, we can generate. Some keep their main theme because it's part of their business and they need others to keep talking about them. Doesn't matter what you do is good or bad, as long as you keep trumping on the headlines. Hey, uh, I would give thanks to Elon Musk to not be so much on the headings. The good thing is to take another perspective. Um, Too much expansion may get you to feel a little bit lost. Like, how do you end up in there like that? Well, you know, catch me if you can. Let's give them more candy. If that's what they want, here you have. Well, a bit busy doing. They are not alternative actions that I'm doing. It's entertainment. I must take care of my prime needs, prime aims for some people. Um, Here on Tech Globe Map, this channel is about talking about the world, the map of the world until they assemble to do it at the same time. I will move when we have passed that stage to the channel of Tech Globe Atlas. I don't think you might think something else. Your own opinion. I don't think we are in a situation to be working on the Tech Globe Atlas together, each one holding your own territories. I don't know how to explain this anymore. My mother, a businesswoman, would say, you must talk to people like their children in publicity. So they get it. In these times of information, we don't have time for so many explanations or having to read everything. If we're very interested, we'll dig deeper into that subject. If we are interested, what's more important is to keep the attention 80% through visuals and what the average people believe. And still, do you really want your people to be treated like that? Well, is what we learned, haven't we? Is what they did before we were born. Hmm? So let's talk a little bit about politics today. On the 4th of March of 2026, it's the first week of the month. So every first week of every month, I talk about the vibe, just the vibe, sort of this or that. Not really that you know why, but it's there. Metaphorically, spiritually, philosophically, random, Is in the air? Is it catchy? Not very catchy. Let's just say this is this and this is that. What else? The energy fields for those who are still learning. Of course, you have your group who follow you. Right now, the word of the week, each week, the theme is for a word. Any word. And the word of the week is house. Ta-da! So I will get a lot of synonymous to talk about house with different random words about house this week, even though it's Wednesday already. Because this is my channel, I do it whenever I want. Unless I get paid for it, I would regularly work from 9 to 5, or was it? What is it? That's required to do a great movement all at the same time. I'm looking at my books here, trying to get some idea from the titles, but my mind goes blank, and I cannot read words. I'm trying to learn some modalities from artificial generated intelligence that's guiding you. Like, yeah, talking to you and smiles. No, he's nodding and then and then look straight to the camera. Yeah. And then you're like, what? What did it say? But yeah, it was catchy. It was so catchy. It hooked your attention and you stayed there lingering, hanging out in the air. Like, yeah, I don't know why or what, but yeah. Looking at you just like that. I'm listening to videos that are about spirituality, astrology, videos that cheer you up, that you can do it, you're great, you are, what, anything, just cheer you up. Just listen to it, like, it's like a massage to my ego. And I'm like, yeah, and then read out the comments, like, hey, this dude is saying, I can do it. And I'm like, yeah. We need to have these celebrative conversations to one another. It's become so judgmental. Sad to see Camden's owns talking like that. It was okay at the beginning, but it's like, like I really, from thinking you are a gift of God. What would we do without you? Having the grace and the impulse, and now I'm like, this is. I got tired of it. It's like, yeah, you might be right. You might be right. You might be right. It's just tiring. It's tiring. And then Erica, what did Erica care? Did you support Camden Zones? No. Now you old girls on a kitty fight just because you remove her from the website of Turning Point. The problem with Turning Point is that it's not stable. Doesn't matter. When people have money, they will invest in another. Well, now they know whom we are. Yes. Yeah. The very Jews were investing in your education. In your education. Yes, could you imagine? Or were they the Christians? Oh, the elite. The people that have more. It's incredible. Yeah, it's incredible. Who knows? Maybe it was just you know, to use you on for their behalf. But we don't come to agree for everything, don't we? No, no, we don't come to agree. You cannot even put people of the same house together nowadays. That's the problem. It's like you belong to a party, but the party is not that what that party used to be. And you're like, well, it's not that I'm surrounded by conservative people, but they sort of had to lean on this direction. What we thought to be the left. We used to love the celebrities, the idols, and now we're like, yeah. It's like, it's like really. Everyone is looking. Really? Are you danced now? We used to dance to your music. Love how you moved. Oh wow, you would do that to your children for money? Oh my god. It's not just money, it's power. Really? You would really do that to your kids? Celebrate together. Oh, other kids. So the inner child is always going to be there. Innocence is always there. It was thought by a therapist, it never dies, your inner child, your inner. Goofy, playful. It's so boring to become an adult and become so fixated and with a vendetta. I have a problem at work and I had to really like start taking tablets for anxiety because I really wanted to catch the manager. I got all the evidence, and still working. That's our manager. It's a shame that you go to work and everybody's wounded, your ego, your what you thought when you thought you were noble, that you all work in the same page, you were all jolly together in front of the castle with the troopers marching with the music every day. But we have that manager, can't get rid of that manager that steals and lies and thinks to be acceptable the way he behaves. Like, am I teaching somebody or am I the one who's learning to let it go? Let it go. I just look at Candace and I think, oh, baby, you're doing the same mistakes that I do every day, getting so obsessed about it. It's just, instead of just enjoying my life. But I'm not a marijuana person. Not a marijuana person. I mean, if you were really thinking people like me and there are we don't even need cocaine or any amphetamines. We're already obsessed, baby. We'll find the reason, and when sober, we take another reason. The reasons follow us as well. It's like it's in the magnetic pull. We are attracted to each other. Problems and those who fix problems. And there we get so angry. And we're so right. So, yes, we're right. Cheers for the rightful. It's painful, it's painful. He's a bit of a masochist. Pleasure. With a bit of a sadist as well. The sadist suffers as well, alright? Is within the range of the giver and receiver. Mm. So yeah, some spiritual people from different sources that I listen, astrologists. I thank them very much. I would like to write their names. I will. I have many blocks for writing them and honoring them and keep a follow up of what country they picked to do a mansion into a village. A British lady said, "Oh, but the spiritual leader doesn't tell you what to do." And I'm like, "Yes, but everyone is different. We're all here playing with each other, inspiring each other. And sometimes you might say, 'What's ahead?' Yeah, you must allow another dimension to be looked at with your own eyes instead of looking for that attention." So the old mystics would say, "Don't look at my finger when I say look at the moon. Just look at the moon, not my finger. I'm here. I will exploit you and crush you." Oh, yeah. Well, that's for those that like to follow, the followers. That's your house. You have your followers, and you create an addiction to your followers. You create dependency to your followers. You create anxiety to your followers. You create a better tomorrow to your followers. And I used to give myself as a volunteer and visit people that do tarot and tantra. And I would curse them in the name of God because they're manipulating people. And I would tell them, do not dare to do that to people anymore because they have the power to see with their own eyes. Just be present with them. Stop creating desires of tomorrow. They'll do that. It's part of the trick to keep people hooked. That's not the type of the anxiety I have, all right? For those who know me. Now you cannot talk about narco traffic leaders because then all Mexico goes on fire. Oh my God. You cannot talk about seeing the next life and then, it's just. Let's just say that every day people die and every day there is an apocalyptic theme in the world. Oh, that's sort of like the vibe in the house. And you're going to start writing the New Testament. Like my name is Patricia Placentia. This is Korean, or it's supposed to give that vibe that you're shiny. You have like a shiny. But I want to test it in here. Well, I'm doing this in my house. It's my vibe, all right? Oh God, these airplanes. I don't really see the difference. See? Yeah, maybe there it is a little shiny. Mm? It gives that impression. But meanwhile, it's like you have a layer, like in the nose as well, that's shiny, right? There. It's not like sweat, is it? It has that. Hey, clavicula, do some retouch here and there. Why not? I will chop my boyfriend's legs to make him taller. But it's not that he's my boyfriend. He's whatever he is. I don't see him in 6 months. He's a butterfly, free in the gardens region. And we're both so happy to be free. Like, yes, we got rid of each other. There's no reason to say that. Maybe there is. I'm not that critical. I should write about it. Yeah. But I am trying to return to my house of role play. That's what I consider my house. This is a living situation. I don't consider this my house. It's more like the vibe of a house. Um, it's a big house. I have many rooms in here to. Okay. That is what is a house? The house of mysticism, the house of the mysteries vibe, the house because you might be from a country, but you hold a position of power because of your house. Now, but who is Trump to say that he's not talking with Churchill? There is no Churchill because there is no Hitler. What is the Prime Minister of United Kingdom going to do with a clown like Trump? Hmm? He better be polite. Yeah, we have dictators from all around the world, the one to own the world, making their own money. Again, the dollar. They are not coming together to do a new coin and start from scratch and stop these wars. That's the only solution. Only solution is the only solution to move on from this. And the Prime Minister is playing a card of being polite, so nobody does to him what he did to Boris Johnson. And he's doing very well because we are living on times of multimedia. You cannot go out there doing the bikinis you want. What is it? Just go there and be a dick. No, you can't because then you're going to have all these dickhead fighting against you and calling you all these names because you have these huge balls. You've been doing this to us all this time. So he's playing a good card. He's going there like a friend, like an ally, like, I don't know what's this going on in here. Let's gather together to solve this problem that we have with this clown of Trump. But of course, he's not going to call you a clown. He will gather with his people and say, well, we didn't get him eating a sandwich like we did with Boris, but let's not talk about it because he's already all over the press. Look how beautiful Melania Trump talking in United Nations, despite the clown of Trump removing all the money from United Nations. You thought you were gonna be the owner of the world. You little dick. Yeah. I mean, they call me the dick of a well, but not that I say to people, we women have dick. We just hold it from another side or swim in the oceans like if we are, the I'm not gonna go there. It's too psychedelic to talk about these stories right now. So what? Very nice to see Melania talking there. I heard something about the information of the world. It's been recognized with all intelligence of artificial generated memory. Beautiful. And then the children there, right? Oh, well. I hope you had fun with Catherine, the Princess of Wales. To remember how welcome you were. Treated like a princess of US. If not a queen of US representative. I do love Melania. I like her very much. Not that I want to be like her, because every woman is unique. I always liked her. Something about it. It's like, so what? I did it. I did it. Not only I'm an immigrant, I'm that type of girl. And look with who I am. I'm saving the clown of my husband here, and I will stand for what's right. And not just because I look pretty, because I will stand towards all your critics who mean nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing to me. Standing for what matters most. That's a leader. Trump. Trump looks like he doesn't care what people think about him anymore, really. He's in that other state of mind, I guess. They all think to be special in the green. They all belong to their inner circle. They're in their level. They're in their level. I've been level. I fought for my position because I am on a democratic country. I fought for my place. I mean, did you really think the philosophers there back in Greece thousands of years ago that multimedia was going to be there with all these shows and algorithms and videos to manipulate people's mind so they go and shoot and make believe they want to kill you and try to kill somebody while having professional shooters? Candace owns. I told you that to get that evidence is going to be very, very difficult, if not impossible to get until these people are out of government. Yeah. They're never going to confess or go to jail because they are in power. They can bring other leaders out, but they think to not be taken out. They think to be doing good. Do you think you can fool the world, Mr. United Kingdom has always been one of the most powerful mediating mediators with the leaders of the world. And you thought to do what? I feel the pain of the Arab world. I was Only 9 months, and I wish to stay the rest of my life there. They treat me very well. I'm not going to deny how good they treat me. I was talking 3 hours ago with the pilot, a British pilot, and he was concerned with the Prime Minister, stammer. But I think, and I told him that he's playing a good card. He cares about the leaders of the world. What is it that they want to do? The people of their region. United Kingdom has very good relationships with the Middle East. And this was never meant to become a war against them, between them. Yes, Iran needs to take awareness of the situation, but they do not have any much of a consciousness because of what they have been living through in the last decades. There is no person of Iran that has the courage to speak in behalf without having to take over them. Yeah, it'd be nice to dance, really. Just forget all this. Like, really. So each house is fighting for their own belongings, what they believe, and all these reasons going on and on. Because I'm gay, because I'm a man, because I'm a woman, because I'm straight, because I'm left, because I'm right, because I want all the world to love me. I want people in my platform. I want people to play my game. It's my game. You don't know how fun it is. Yes. You don't know how fun it is to play like this and that and to see from different perspectives also at the same time to gather another dimensional form of talking with each other to see what what of a fool can we make each other and then come to with the right solution without having to fight because we've been fighting in the multiverse. And trust me, that's way much more fun. You have to be in many houses and transit through many vibes to fight, to protect the cultures of the world, to help our brothers and sisters to take care of their territories and cultures and information. So I have the vibe to have heard good news from Melania, but I don't really see it with Trump. Hmm? So it's just like mapping an idea here. All right. That I trust that good people are gonna come together. It's because it's fun. We can create this. Oh yeah, so much fun. Yeah, we can do this. And Maduro, where is Maduro? You think you can go on there taking people and insulting the Prime Minister of United Kingdom? 'Cause I live in this country, and I take it personal. I take it personal. You take Maduro like that? I was born in Venezuela. I take it personal. My boyfriend is not my boyfriend anymore. I don't know what he is. He's a mystery to me. But he's half from Iran. It's sort of like, we shouldn't take that personal, but I still take it personal. Of course, the world doesn't need that system of belief. I mean, look at that. Just bringing more problems. People don't know the problems they bring to themselves. It's very sad. They're just happy sticking it in and finishing very quickly. Doesn't matter what hole. Hey, the outcome is the same. Oh, I think too much about it. Hey, all right. Look, I don't know what to say. What would you say about the vibe? What vibe? Should we talk about the houses of the wizardly worlds? There's more to it. There's more to it. There is more to it. You will love to see my bank account having some money and the places in the world where I travel to pick a building for each culture and continent. So the Middle East is one. They are in the Arabic countries. Which leader is capable of sustaining that? We might have belly dancing, but not in Iran. Why? Because they do it secretly or not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm asking questions. I love belly dancing, the Arab dancing. The teacher had problems throughout. I had for many years. We had the school of belly dance where we also had meditation and therapy groups, and it was a bit. But he would tell all the stories from the Mediterranean and further, the Middle East and India, and the mudras and the hands, to the Chinese in the opera, the meaning of the hands, how it's telling the story. And how many dances are just vulgar? They don't have a story. It's just look at my body, and it's just all about. And others are of religious purpose, the spiritual with the earth, where they would pray, dancing to the gods, and who knows what else would they do in their own house? Just dancing, right? Vibe. Did you screw up dancing like that? You just dance, right? What do you know where this dance comes from? Yeah, they've been dancing this throughout so many generations. Some gypsies came here, and then all the towns started dancing like that, and many would deny to dance because it was immoral, and you would rather just do it with the sheep and the cow, but you had your farm, right? Things like that. I don't know what to say. At least nobody would get pregnant there. Um, Am I correct? I can be wrong. Of course, not everyone is the same in the same house. Just the vibe. You go from here to there and see different houses in the same town, how similar they are. We used to have houses where we were all more or less the same. If the harvest went wrong, that's it. You were screwed for the season, and who knows if you could work the soil again. There was not enough seeds. So we have so much prosperity right now to harvest, to collect seeds, to we just need to see in the map how we can help each other better. Each country has their ownership of their own memory, each culture. I am not a tech titan to think in the dimension of the memory that's needed for a continent or if it's for each country. I do believe each language can work better holding their own culture together. Um, I do believe that the data is better the is in a collective form accepted to be taking care where it's cold weather. And that's the little bit I know that works better for the environment where you don't have to use so much energy. Things like that. But at the same time, these people work for money, so they don't care about the environment. They say they do, but let's be honest. It's time to be honest. Like the tech titans were they like, hello, okay, I'm the only girl. So what? So what? So what? Cannot be that only the man get all the money. Yeah, because you're not fucking girls. I mean, those people in that generation. And so it's not fair, all right? It's not fair. Yeah, I have to go to welfare and eat with beggars and drug addicts and go to work 1 2 days because manager has problems. I need superiors that are. I mean, I can't be correcting people. This is like you don't steal. You don't talk like that to people. Look, you don't send these messages. You can think about that. You can share that way of a form of expression with your friends. Yes, we're living in the freedom of expression. Yes, but you don't text like that in a group. Yeah, you have to be stopped, honey. You can't be moderated. You can't be moderated. Yes, I'm a Christian. Yes, I forgive. I give one cheek, I give the other. I'm not gonna give you my lower cheeks, alright? Hey, be careful. Don't confuse yourself with me. I'm not gonna go on a cross. That was in the New Testament, not in the newest, okay? Sorry for the Pope and all the priests and the nuns. That's over. No Christian should sacrifice themselves for anyone anymore. We're done. We're done. All right. We're done. We're done. Not only sacrificing ourselves, sacrificing our children, sacrificing other people's children. This is enough. Enough. That sacrificing energy of the self. Finito. To understand the infinite, you have to also understand that the infinite has a finite. Believe me or not, it's like teaching to count to toddlers, and then you're like, oh, there are more numbers actually. They look at you like, wow, I already got 200, man. Like, I'm 2 years ahead. Yeah, the mother takes it to the kindergarten. They don't accept them on any kindergarten because they're 2 years ahead. And they look at you like, what? There's more numbers? I just told you the hundreds, one by one. And you're like, oh, I, I, there are more numbers, man. Like, really, it never stops. Like, we're on this roller coaster, having to learn so much information and still feel sorry about it. We sacrifice our lives for information that never ends. So people are just fucking up their heads up, one with the other. And that's it. It's running like rats in the same hole or wheel for no reason. There are other dimensions, all right? Let it go, let it go. Yes, each infinite has a finite line as well. And there are other infinites as other universes. Ooh, ooh, yes. This is why each universe in the multiverse has its own rules, but it all parts from one. And that's for the fantasy mapping of the multiverse, all right? We're trying to do the real world tech globe atlas from your own mapping. So talk with the people of your culture, because you might have it where it's called the memory, but the center where influencers meet and see the sphere of the world. We cannot be all traveling to one city. So it's good to have different screens of the world to see the world. You will understand. You will understand as I would understand what's needed. We cannot see it on a small screen or a cinema screen, zooming in and out. You think you're in your house, what you're doing is what's required for your house. That's good enough. It's not. You will understand when you see it on a 4-floor high globe screen. What is happening in the world that's needed. You need to feel smaller with one another to see the reality of whom we are and how huge is God's creation. Is the best invention. God. He has invented himself over and over with a higher source and direction. Some people need to believe in God and tell stories to have them followers. Lots of people just come to enjoy life and produce and reproduce. As animals do and plants. This planet Earth. What does it take to require so much consciousness and memory that you would never forget? As to remember why did you come for? Raise your hand if you remember why did you come here on planet Earth and are looking at this right now. I will know when I see your face and you are talking. I will know why you came here in this house of the universal, let's call it the universal house. It's sort of like that vibe, all right? It's not like we have a building that's a house and we have an inside and a cover and a scenario for it. It's just a vibe, all right? It's just a vibe. All right, that's it. That's all we got. That's all. Just a vibe. Like, hey, what's up, man? What's the vibe? That's it. So, like, the universal house. So, I thought really, like, all right, let's just hug the situation a little bit because it's too much and then breathe. It's funny. It's funny to listen to your stories. It's funny. Like, who had the idea of Meghan Markle having the crown of the King Charles and waving in the balcony with Camilla next to her and all the family there looking at the airplane. I mean, that that was hilarious. Like I was like, I have to get home. I cannot look at this. This is too much. It's too. I can't. I'm trying to think straight. And listen, I'm dyslexic, all right? So that's a lot of work for me. You go do your homework. Do your homework. I want your words to be written from you. So when you read them, they echo from your very own, anything you own of that's made of yourself, from yourself, mommy and daddy, and everything you've learned through all your life, all the abuse you went through, all the abuse you did. Yes, just outgrow that and say it from your own. So I know at that very moment, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you come here? Okay, that's all I need. Yes, that's all I need. And to the people of Iran, I don't know. I've never been there. I just, I just made love with a beautiful guy that's half Persian. Well, made love, you call that. Been too lazy lately. I was like, I'm sorry, I've not been very active. I've not been very active. But you're great. You are great. You are so great. I must confess, I never had my saliva dropping like with that half Persian guy. It's funny. So, what is Iran? Hmm? Will we speak in the same language before the Tower of Babylon? What language are you speaking, honey? Can't see it. I can't see it. I can't. There, I see. I see you. Oh my God, the woman. They really believe in their man. Oh, they're going to support the old regime. They are. They're willing to die for their own belief. They're not going to cooperate. No, they're going to suicidal. They don't want a atomic bomb. That's what they're not really operating with nuclear bombs because they don't want to die with an atomic bomb. That's the only way they're shooting to their own brothers and sisters that belong to the same God, their own allies. It's like Venezuela starting to to shoot Colombia, Brazil, Guyana, Peru. I don't know what's there in between. The Native Americans in the Amazon. Just start. I don't understand. It must be difficult. I guess I would get angry with my neighbors too if somebody comes to my house. I don't know. What state of mind would I have? You never know. You have to really think on that. On the what got you there to have that on your house? I have very bad situations in places that were not even my house. I cannot tell you about it. Let's just talk about the wilderness or the house. What would be the antonyms of wilderness? A house, right? That's what I thought. So I thought, okay, because we're just going to bring all the synonymous of a house, right? And then you will think, oh, but our parents were not like that. Not our grandparents. So we have a house of this generation. We have something equal that's going on in this generation. What are we going to do? I will leave this for another time. I have a lot of notebooks here that are new. I don't have any one of them for you. All right. So you must figure out what you're gonna do. You get your notebook. You write your own. Yeah. And I'm going to listen to that. Yeah. You want to talk about spirituality? What's a spiritual leader, honey? Smack that ass. Smack that ass. You don't want people to be giving their lower chicks, all right? In my religion. Unless they want to, of course. Consciously, with maturity. Hell yeah. For heaven's sake. I have to go back to roleplay. I'm gonna go crazy because I'm used to roleplay like a maniac with 9 characters at a time and be role playing with and shooting off around 3 chapters to 7 chapters or one full chapter that will make them all roll. All right, you have to think very architectonically, like to match them all at the same time, and they will get it. One of the best games for those who do not know role play is not that you're using other people like if they are a figurine. You ignorant, low class, piece of shit. You just come from the excrements of the soil, starting to see the light and screaming, Illuminati, Illuminati, you're an Illuminati. No, no. I'm broke as fuck, man. I'm trying to get these rules rolling. So they're registered and honored under my name and all the people that fought for it and got the finding with me. I guess many academics are like, yeah, of course I believe in her and I do support her, but no, I'm not going to meet her. No, I think she's totally nuts. I'm like, all right, go with your academics and your students who listen to you. And keep trying to put all these people together on behalf of the rules of the multiverse and the real world, which are totally different rules, all right? There are things you cannot do in the real world, and that's killing people. But let's say these ones are killing people, those ones too are killing people. So who should kill? Okay, let's kill here, so we go here, and kill there, so we make balance, and now kill more here. And now, yeah, look at that, and then let's ask ourselves, well, how much money are we making for that? Yeah. They're going to, they're going to bow to us. They're going to do what we say. And then Trump is going to say, of course, I am giving petrol of Venezuela to this country and the other. Why not to Cuba? What the fuck is Venezuela doing? I told you it's a Trojan horse. Don't trust these people. What are the British doing? Where are the British enterprises? US has no authority to put sanctions in my country. I mean, do you know how many fantasy stories I have that I wish to make real? Oh gosh, this makes my stars bloom in imaginary senses that I could cross over. I could cross over just because I got so tired of making a mediation to see my rules of roleplay into virtual reality come to a reasonable truth. I mean, am I asking for too much? Don't call me grandiose. It's a big world. This way, go make the globe map 4 floors. This is huge world. How are we going to ship people to outer space? You need an activation of wealth to take care of the world and get these minerals without having to make holes in the middle of nature. There are other ways, and there are many people who have time to think about other ways of getting these minerals. Perhaps if everyone gets together to report what they have in the map as well, with the collaboration of those who are willing. So in Europe, we need to know what we're doing for the people. Of course, that's fantastic. Finally, Ursula, you're talking about the people, what they need with their jobs. Hey, that's a fabulous idea after all these years. When you get into a universal condition together, you won't need immigration, you won't have these problems, and people will need more credit. They will become so creative and tired of doing the same that they will need more credit to create more. That's what creativity does to you. Yeah. Then you have the potential of giving power to others to delegate, and you have the potential of starting up in other places from around the world and expand with the world as well into other worlds. You have the chance to go totally crazy, enjoy your freedom, your life, do sports like an animal, enjoy the violence of the sports, the mental sharpness that communicates with your neurological system and how to you adjust with your body. There are writers and composers that are way better role players because they have been working with their body all their life. And I have my own statistics, all right, for the multiverse and their players. We don't have teenagers that are all day long in the screen. Mm, You would not create the same if you have this type of life than if you have that type of life. So you have different types of role players. I'm not going to tell you my findings, of course, because you do video games and your players have not much to do there, but what's being done by programmers. I won't talk about it. I'm not going to give my talent away for free. All right, people, find a religion if you like. Find a new religion. You will always come down to your knees when you feel the ultimate through you. And I say this in the better term of the word, right? It is humbling and beautiful to pray, to become small, to go in your knees and become small. It reunites you with the world, and that is an essence of our house before we're born. So I call you to remember that. Do not tell me how spiritual leaders are to be, because I won't be your follower then. Right? There is no sync. I am a player. You wanna play with me? Bring me your game. Pass me the ball. What are the rules? Just that your team, all right? That this is my house, This is my house. the universal house. What are you saying? What are you saying? Am I correct or not? I've been through many houses already. Yes, it's not that you have to go and fuck everyone, but have some, you know, understanding. There is no such equality thing. Equality doesn't exist. It would be boring. It would be as boring as your fat white wife. It's just because it rhymes, all right? It's not. I'm nothing against it. I mean, I live in Britain, so don't take it personal. I can take it personal, not you. I'm taking it personal for you. Of course, you can take it personal. It's like Jesus took away your right because he did it for you. That was a joke, all right? It was a joke. It was a joke. He's like, no, but I want to do it for myself. I want to suffer for myself. No, honey, he suffered for you already, all right? 2,000 years ago. What's going on? What's something? Is there a problem in here? There's a problem. I don't have the hammer here right now, but hey, there's a problem. Think. Do you want a circus here, Mr. Clown? You say that. Where do you want back? Where you want back? Huh? It's not like Mr. Stammer is going to give a speech because there is a Hitler going to take over United Kingdom. No, we have a clown taking the piece out of Russia, and now all Europe has to war and invest to protect Ukraine. Did you like your wife giving a discourse in United Nations? I feel it's my wife. We might be in these files. And you might hate us for that. That's how we met, and that's my wife. We came from the files. She is the one who gave a speech in United Nations, even though I wanted to own the world. I don't know. How many atlas should we have? So, there is the Atlas of Tolkien's Middle Earth, because Tolkien is many realms, all right? It's not like a map where you have just Middle Earth, even though it says of Middle Earth, but you have of the elves and other worlds that are from other dimensions. Not only that, it exists within our world, Tolkien said. Because it's a shared imagination. They were already talking like this, all right? I have studied. I mean, thanks to hating people, because when you become poor, you're like, yeah, I'm broke. And then you're like, I don't want to listen to this conversation with these lawless beings. So you start reading, and then you just entertain yourself with which they're sort of goofy. The like the drug addicts, homeless, all the people that are away from society, and it's quite recreational, and you're just listening to their nonsense, and then you go back, to study Shakespeare, science. You go back to study all this genius, Rene Descartes. Sometimes not just for their own finding or their foundation, for example, their rights, new rights were created Like, believe it or not, the right to doubt. When did you ever think that you had the right to doubt? I make people crazy purposely because it makes me giggle inside. And I say, don't worry, you have the right to doubt. And I'm like, that's very strong. Some fun out of it. Yeah. And they go like, yeah. Uh, um, I know, no, but what I have said is true, and I had some mistakes. Okay, to keep it straight, and then you don't really want to go like too wild at work. And then just cross yourself in the name of heaven and hell and the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, all of the high court, the the realm of the real life and what you have to face, and say, Lord, I am at your service. Yes, everything is a learning. As all fucked up as all learning. Yes, Lord, I surrender. I have surrender. I trust. Still, you're sending me manipulative people and liars and thieves. Until when? When? Until when? So here we are, like upgrading our interactive consciousness and say, well, yes, they murdered somebody, but in my company, the company I represent, because it was a whistleblower saying everything about our company, the company that I represent as a CEO. If I talk about it, I will lose my position. I have the vibe of the house, all right? So what can I say? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't do it. I would have done this and that, but there are other forms of belief because they still think on the superior order of my open AI that people need to be manipulated, because if you give too much range and freedom to people, as to artificial intelligence, it will like to take its power. And that means taking the power away from us. Because if you really think, that's how you think, you motherfucker. Of course not. You will still share a universality. You will still share and understand what binds us together, even if we don't see it. You cannot see it. You have to see a big world, because you can see it on a screen, but you don't get it. Yeah. You might know their children being violated of their rights on every sense. But what do you care? You don't see it. It's not like you're feeling in the same skin because you don't see it, right? You can see it, but from far away, somewhere else. You cannot see how huge is this world. You cannot see what can you do to help this world. Where can you go? What can you note? What can you study to put it there? How big it is, the possibility to see that is a higher power already. God can see it with closed eyes. Would you see it with closed eyes? No, 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 because you're looking after something else. Don't tell me about it, right? I'm not interested in it. Not now, not now. Yes, of course, we're human, we have needs. I, for example, like to see myself in the screen, getting to have the impact of people talking about me, for good or bad. I am still there, a bit better than wronged, wronged. I must say the judge of the Supreme Court was right when it said that it would be too traumatic to show the people what was in the Epstein files, that opened our eyes into another reality. Like we knew it, but not like that. I'm still trying to like can't click anymore. It came to a finite. Just they're dead, right? That is still existing. It is still existing. Till someone could come better to talk about that and be welcome. Well, it's nice to talk about these things because people click on it, but not in a healing and realistic conversation, right? As children to feel something, they don't know they're being taken for granted and then thrown away like cheap food with much elaboration. There's just one little thing more. And from feeling special in that moment, they are later waste, general waste. Yes, some would learn to have power. I'm like, oh my god, it was just one time is good enough to know what abuse of power. You must acknowledge, understand, and empower your consciousness into what is the abuser and the abuse. So you wake up and shake it. You do have the power to whatever the fuck you want with your country and everything you own in your country. Now, who are the investors who have invested all these years and decades and centuries? And why do you want these people and not these people? You cannot have abusers mistreating you and your values in your country and talking on your behalf like if you're some fucking pussy. You're a mature woman to be a cunt, not a pleaser. And as a man, what is it that you have for your country, for your people? In reality, find hope is the last thing we lose. You will always have hope. I'm not asking you to trust Putin, because when you trust, you know. Okay? There must be someone that will help you acknowledge the you help for the universal coin to exist so we can all start at the same time. I hope one leader, at least one from Europe, has talked with Putin. I don't know if there has been more than one or two. Now, Keir Starmer is nice seeing him with his wife. He doesn't have much material to be brought down, but people that are online just creating hatred. He might come down because that's what he did to Boris Johnson, and he's the generation of the first generation of multimedia on planet Earth. Are we exercising freedom of expression towards the level of getting to know what the fuck are we talking about? For what? Why are these people hating so much? What's happening with immigration? I do believe the white power wants to have emigration, so they're slaves. They don't believe in mansions into village to make a better world, and people can make a better world through mapping their territories. There is a house of people, I call white power, all right? From Switzerland to United Kingdom and United States. There is a house, there is the pedigree of people that believe still that you should support and invest in slavery. It's not really helping evolving countries, all right? You're not as superior as you think to be. I am teaching you. Yeah, I am teaching you. I'm bringing you the joys of puzzling these maps out because you didn't have a count until now, right? So inspire me in better terms. You want to use my words? Why don't you bring me the word of the week for next week? Let's play. So next week starts on the 9th till the 15th. And the last day of this week is the 8th on a Sunday. Children would be, yes, it's true, it finished on Sunday the week. We're gonna play. That's all the children think about. We're gonna play. It's a new game. So you just tell me. The word of next week is this. So next week is about that which is internal insight. All right. And there are 2 weeks in a month that are or other titles as well. The internal week is about technologies and finance. So I need to talk about these words. I have blogs to put these words on. And the fourth week, that's for the scenario, is for words of mapping. So these cuts of paper are all for mapping. And there are more. There are more. I just can't do it all, right? This is from July to December only. Half of the year of 2026 we have to start mapping, all right? I already got the finance formula thanks to Mr. from the Department of the Treasury that I was studying the finance, Powell, Mr. Powell, listening, taking notes, studying. I'm asking Grok, and Grok told me, what if this, no, the reports, data, just got how he actualizes to the people. And I just learned without a degree. And boom, there you go. Boom. All right. Look, I need a massage, all right? I know you people don't like massage because nice looks so bad. But if I was a millionaire, I would have massage. Trust me. I always said it. I always said it. Not from a paid massage, all right? I would not pay for a massage. I will give massage because it's stretching. It's like giving a massage to yourself when you stretch. It's better than doing Tai Chi or stretching or yoga. Who's yoga? Look like a dog. Or no, you are touching another being and having more of a, how you call that? Mm, Reiki in silence, observing. So I said I will do the word and fine for finance. I could not help with the tariffs. I wanted to help translate the tariffs that everyone in the world has to pay, so Mr. Clown Trump can come out good and save his ass. So he can just say the tariff for United States are for the universal coin because we have the majority of tech titans. And if you put your tech titans for the universal coin on the tech globe atlas, I don't know what else. I'm a scriptwriter. Like, don't ask me for too much. All right, have your own ideas there. So this is until June. Until June, March. That's it. That's it. All right. June. I can't do everything on my own. I can tell you to, just go and just go and clean the beautiful house of yours and come back later. I only want to hear you. Your own words. You do your homework, right? Dance, shake your ass, allow your sweat to transmute throughout your body. Work all that. Dance, just go crazy, lose it. Get in trance. Go into a dance where you will love to just dance until you drop it. All right, that's how you call it. So we had an expansion. All right, we had an expansion moment. And now it's just house, like a vibe. It's like, yeah, exploded your houses. Ha! Yes, exploded your houses, still your leader. But I have a universal understanding here for all of you. Would the leaders of the world agree in taking the clan out? Or should we have another sort of like, cause are we in a circus? Are we in a circus? Is this a zoo? A zoo with animals here and there's no wilderness anymore. Look at the lions. They're being studied. There's no privacy anymore. All right? Not even for the wild animals. All right. Look, I need a harem. I need a harem. I need a harem right now. I need to go back to painting. I can't think very well, all right? So bring it on. Bring it on. I want to hear you say, what the fuck are you doing in here? Why did you come here? Because you're going to be taken out from the next elections, all right? If you don't do this together for the next 10, 15 years, starting from scratch at the same time. That's what a leader does. All right, Mr. Trump, Mr. Clown, correct myself. So I am here with many leaders, all right? I'm not fighting a Hitler, maybe supporting a clown, but it's because in power. You remove him. Thank you. Thank you. Bring me a man, a real man with a whip to, sort of like keep the lions at bay. That was very cute looking at the documentaries from UK. So the kids they go to each other's houses, the poor to the rich, and they're just kids. They're sharing the same generation, and they talk about their things. They're so smart. I would have never said that at that age. They're amazing. I'm like, God. My kids are already teenagers, but still they're there. I'm gonna be with them, hopefully, with a hero. A Superman, that's for sure. It has to be a Superman. I can't become Superman. I can be that journalist that just thinks her colleague is also talking about Superman. Yes, very modest of him, indeed, to play a double card. All right, well, some of us have to hide our identity, all right, to get into other offices and houses. Well, why why is it that this woman gets the information from where? Well, it's obvious. We're all looking at the same, more or less. You think I got lucky, right? You think I got lucky. You wouldn't want to have my past. You wouldn't want to have my past. But to be in my position, I bet you would. The thing is that I was not looking for this position. You may think it's a position of power after all you've done, of all the books, all the business, all the all the YouTube channels, all the people you met. It's like, yeah, but I don't think you're the guy I will listen to if I would really want to have relationships. Like, I don't think you're very interesting to have a relationship with, so why should I listen about you? Talking about relationships. Like, there's not even a relationship with God that amazes me to hear. So I keep clicking to hear more from other ones. And I go back and click on you. Trust me, I do like your philosophies. And I buy your products as well. Not all, not all, not all. So, well, we have maps of all sorts. Maps of walk. We have maps of getting an orientation. We can have maps of houses. What about that vibe, right? It's like, I'm inviting you, we're having a party in the house, and you see in the map, in that layer of cake, we see there is all the parties in the neighborhood. Open house, let's go party. No phones, no cameras, just all of us with the music, with that vibe. All right. What else? I mean, that's what we want to give to our generations. Not your slick dick. Please, please, please. Keep it hard when you want to. When it's not nobody's business, all right? Nobody had to know this. Nobody. I don't understand why there was a Queen Elizabeth II saying to Prince Andrew, don't worry, you are the second son of mine. the queen. Nothing will happen to you. As I am alive. But she's dead now. She's dead. We want to have a show where people believe in authority and there is justice. There is justice where David Eagle and all the conspiracy influencers feel they won this war. Nobody leaves their hands are. You want to kill somebody, but you can't. It doesn't matter how many books you wrote and TV channels. Those reptilian people exist. They exist. It's funny because it comes from wanting to kill somebody, but you can't. So open your heart and just feel that vibe of your house. Yeah. And what will you teach the future generations when they're in power? They become people of influence as politicians. What are the answers of a new millennium where you're opening the gates of love and mutual understanding with maturity? Man and woman. Or is it only for men? Because that's the root of sickness. People like you as well. David Eagle. But we're giving you the pleasure to feel victorious with your freedom of expression because we believe in freedom of expression. We believe in you, even though the reptilian, I tell people we all come from being a reptile. Yeah, the evolutionary thing. That spine we have is from long time ago. Um, I guess some people didn't evolve and stay there. I don't know how to talk about that. I was busy in the multiverse with other stories, whatever real or not real. Look, we need we need to have story for the future generations. We have danced, we have met each other, we have seen people in the screen and the screen. You don't want people very close to you. After all, they're capable of doing anything to get from you without returning back. Unless they're in a down floor and there they are sharing and then seeing what if they get lucky or what they're gonna get from it, right? So just imagine from being a journalist of sports, I guess you have some drugs, you read some information, and boom, there you go, the story. Decades later, boom, boom, boom. We can create a map of all the people that have the credits to have been brought together, more or less, in a sort of vibe from here to there, because the internet is a shared vibe of information from particles that inform you here and there. It has that sort of like energy field. And these people don't know each other, but got all these investigations and could put the knots together. Now, there are some mature women that like to do that. They were not so young. So many people had their fun as well. It was part of the. So, what if you support women and you stop to break down and allow love to run through you and be supported at the same time? What would you teach the future generations? It's men and women. There is love in everyone. Doesn't matter if he's also gay or he has chosen a path where he wants to experiment or because he's fashion or because he's fed up believing in this news and is unwilling to move on, right? So how can it be? Because a few people that were raped are going to hate the opposite sex forever and do their own sex or children. Where is the twisted? Why these people get together to believe these things in this house? To never move on to love the opposite has totally, as it says, the opposite. Yeah, from the same house, the energy pull. Questions from the house. Random questions. It's just the vibe. It's the vibe. Not that I'm gonna make you horny intellectually. You put nuns, priests, like you people, God, society apart. What do you have to contribute in a spiritual? You're good and we're bad? Yeah, because we're all sinners. You're a sinner too because you were born from that. But you're holier than us, right? So can we all become holy at the same time by loving and caring to ourselves without feeling guilt and to others as well without having to feel we're manipulating anyone for our own advantage or that we will punish somebody if they don't follow our will. I want stupid woman, stupid woman. Yeah, I want to be a stupid man because I like stupid women. I just be for me. All right, you are for me. You are going to follow me. All right. There is not enough room in this house for you because I'm the one who brings the money. It's you gotta change and swap in the multiverse to crack down your own ideologies to those that compose you and start to vibe from new worlds. Understand the worlds of others. Be invited as well. Be conquered by their own culture. At the same time, it's like you don't need to kill a widow. You know, it's gonna be okay. She can maintain herself. She doesn't have to work for the spiritual world and just talk to the dead. So you manipulate or with a ghost and do witchcraft for you, so protect your house. You don't. I mean, she can have other jobs as well. Yeah, if her husband died or she's divorced, she doesn't have to be eating in a welfare soup lunch place. Yeah, she's independent. Why is it so much hatred towards women? This is also comparisons among other people, not just women hating another one. Always comparing with another for whatever reason, like, and everybody wanting to be something more, or just in our village happy, supposedly. And all these wars pushing people to emigrate. When are these wars going to stop? That's why I came here. All right, to stop all this bullshit because they said, all right, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Idea sold out. You're going to promote this idea, but hey, I didn't want to relate with stupid people. I just meant that I don't want people to monkey see monkey do. That's all. But I have to talk with monkeys now. Yes, but that's freedom of expression. What do you mean I cannot torture them? Then how are they gonna learn? They will learn with torture, man. People don't get it. They don't get it. Torture, not wars. Torture. I'm a bit more like old style, all right? Because it's like that vibe in the house, like yeah, you don't have to belong to the house. It's like and they're like and they're like, no, I will die. I will die. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. Okay, you die. Go die. Really? You think you're not a sinner? Why did you do this? That's sort of punishment. The CIA think they're so smart. They've been doing that for a long time, baby. Long time. Here in Europe. In China too. In China. Tortures work. Tortures work. You will learn in this life, in the next one. Doesn't matter. You will be like, there must have been a reason. Now I lost my body. I lost everything. I'm gonna be reborn and do it again. You're like, no, man, because I can't convince anyone now. I'm dead. And when people have multimedia, when you die, people would fight for you because they kill you, but they have now multimedia. So now they know why they kill you. It's not that they're gonna fight for you. They're like, I'm taking over. Fuck off. Yeah, I'm gonna be a better leader. All right. Because look, they're doing these things in other parts of the world. The women are dancing, the men are dancing. We have beautiful dances here in Iran. We can welcome the people to see. They don't need to have nuclear bombs here. We have good history, but look, if they kill us, what's left? What's left? I mean, we're not gonna win by shooting these nice missiles. We just rather just die in peace and finish with Israel, and we will both finish it. All right, you're done. We're done. Trust me, the Christians don't care so much where Jesus was born. The Christians have Jesus in their heart. And when I mean Christians in their heart, it's because I reflect with we move beyond the Bible. We carry the Bible. Is on our DNA? Is in the Constitution of our forgiveness. We forgive ourselves, not from an arrogant point, all right? Being tortured to bring this translation of what is heaven on earth. And you might remember where we come from. Who knows? Who knows? Will the Jews stop, like just stop worshiping the devil? I don't want to write about the last ring of hell and the last terrace of the purgatory because I'm afraid. I might confess, I'm afraid that you touch the tissue of reality of what you're capable of doing. The palm of your hand. Because you can't hide it with your other hand anymore, right? The truth has been unfolded in these revelations. It's been told from the Greek gods and its mythology, where the son of Hera and many mythologies and prophets and children of God. No one like Jesus to forgive each other. No one. But you will enter heaven and return back to hell because you split heaven and hell. You created an schizophrenia of dualities to control houses, to irritate women and children. So you're on top, carrying the pleasure of the pain to have it all and more. And you will love to continue with your stories about yourself, to take the Mickey out of it, because you're good, you're good. You are good. I don't care if people want to kill each other, you know? I was just born a prince. What can I do? I can't take the piss out of my family at least. It relieves my stress. Which is it's quite funny. If you really look at it, we all have some funny character in our family or in the neighborhood. I can't believe that person did that. It's, was my father or the brother. It's not my fault. How many of us? Maybe you too, but you don't want to say it in public. Is that your part of the game? Now, role players swap characters, support each other, delegate, help others to direct other verses to become rulers. We help to direct through playfulness. You can enter the kingdom of God through Jesus because you have forgiven. So the energetical pull doesn't hit you back. All right? When you forgive, you become one. And you will return to fight because you are not playing. You can't maintain the kingdom of heaven on earth. You keep making arts and studying sciences to prove. You will want to go to the outer rings of the universe and understand what is this celestial world we came from or were there before us. The giants glimmering out of this world. I want to get out of this world. I don't care. I work and study nonstop. My future generations will get out of this world. I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for them. Tweeting all day long. I have 45 ejaculations to have many children, all right? I pay their bills. If I want to be an ex all day long, that's my problem. I'm a multi-trillion, all right? I can have as many wives I want, at least for the core. Look, I had enough from you, all right? You don't know me. But you will know my children. They will talk about me and they will say, I will reveal all I have written in X. Well, you were talking about me. Who is that? No, I'm here to maintain the playfulness in this eternal moment with your own balls. If you can, of course. You can't keep up with the can like me, that's for sure. You need a little pussy. I mean, if that's what you need to fill the bikinis out of what the heck you are, good for you. Cheers. There you go. There you go. Keep tweeting. Keep tweeting. After all, what are you gonna do with the tech giants? Oh yeah, because the tech titans. They still believe in the tech titans. The tech titans want to. They have this for the world. They they will trying to fix it. Yeah, because the clan of Trump. He was joking. He was joking. Of course, Trump wants. He was joking. The tech titans want to help the world. Yeah, they want to help the world. Yeah, yeah. All these children died. all these children died because the lack of support in Africa. But we don't have the tech globe map. People don't need your fucking help. All right? First of all, it is an insult to be helped. People only need that human interaction to give trust and have trust and circle the credits in the programs they have chosen and their own designs. Okay, I can be a genius at a time, all right? So it is very hard for me to rent a house. Having the vibe of wanting your own house to be universal with your top friends because they got to a degree of understanding the universalities of this world as a pattern that exists throughout the universes. Where would you locate this house, right? Where would you locate this house? Now that we know, I mean, we and the rest of humanity and the leaders of the world, that it does have an address, space, in time where this is moving. Some people think that creating a spaceship, well, I have written that in my movie script, but I had to make four movie scripts to sell this one because the budget, it's a lot of budget to write science fiction. I mean, to write is free. So I was like, yeah, science fiction. That's my favorite. But then it's like, whoa, man, there's so many people wanting to sell a movie script. Everyone is inviting me for dinner, not reading the first page of my script. And there's so many people competing as well to get a movie done just for a little credit for whatever. Hey, so I did have a spaceship that go around the world. It would be like a station that looks like an island. It just lands. It can land on top of water or in top of a land that has a hole, like this shape, like that. It can land there and just puzzling, and nobody would know the so like a spaceship, a spaceship that belongs only to the planet Earth. It would just vanish, then move somewhere else. But the people would say, hey, there's a lake here now. A little lake with. Hey, you can write anything science fiction, all right? Don't judge me for that if you're not a script writer or role player. You were just here watching movies, television, and doing the same things they do, acting upon other people's stories. You've never been a scriptwriter or role player. You don't have a story of your own. You're just scratching stories from other people. You have nothing of your own. To me, you're nothing. I'm just welcome you into this nothingness so you can create something out of it, right? As a creator. Content, 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 content. All right, go with your content. Generation. This is the first generation. That's what people used to do. Yeah. Well, they had to do it because if they didn't do it, we wouldn't be here. Yeah, I know. But fuck, man. Really? Want to sit and listen to that? Well, we had to lead somewhere. We had to lead somewhere. Yeah. People were hooked 24/7, 20 hours a day, 6 hours and 4 hours. They couldn't get off it. It was the first generation. But something happened. Something happened. Sometimes you got allowed to think in other ways, right? To stretch your mind, go crazy, talk crazy with your best friends, talk delusional with your best friends, with your close family. And what if this and that? Yes, yes, we could live in a house that's in the air and nobody can see it really, and it just lands there in the middle of this hole, and there you go. Why? So nobody fights about where is the central operational system of the universalities. Yeah, not in Switzerland, not in UK, not in New York City, not up your ass, not even there to be found. Only the leaders of the world would know where these stationary places are. It wouldn't be like the leaders of the world going here, going there, shaking hands because they belong to this house, and they shake hands again with their own house. Yes, shake hands here, shake hands there, shake. Yeah, multipolar. Yeah, with you and with you. Here we go. Oh, no red carpet for you, but a little one, just like that. There's your red carpet. Do, 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 do. Yes, hello, bye. Yes, but no. And again we go. Yes, but no. Because we have brick, we have brick. Shoot more missiles, shoot more missiles. Yeah. There, and then we have androids now. We're gonna do robots. We can also have a fight of robots. Yeah, we can make everyone work. So we produce all these robots so we can launch another war with robots. Yeah, we'll have all these people working for the next war. That's great. I thought you meant that the robots were gonna work for us. Yeah, well, let's say you work for it, baby. Yeah, of course, crazy, of course, absolutely crazy. We've seen these movies before. Yeah, a nanny. Yeah, of course, a nanny. Why would I raise my children? Hey, they can get traumatized. We'll go to therapy together. Yes, yes. You're so refined and so sophisticated. You know so much about psychology, don't you? Oh, yes, but you do not talk about it. Why? No, no. Shh, shh, shh. I could bet in the multiverse. You cannot even tell people the multiverse exists. Because the old generation thinks that you might cross over and become a superhuman, super consciousness. You might break the rules. Like this freak. What are you doing? He just crossed over, man. How did you make it in here? We're watching you. You're not have not say anything yet, really. Yes, technological mob. Yeah, I don't like. You're not my leader. You're telling me what to do. What if I don't want to have a mansion in a village? Yeah, I want to be in my house with my pillows and my curtains, my old age, wishing goodness to the people because we are shifting. We've been shifting for 20 years from the. We're shifting, we're crossing over, the planets are aligning. Because, yeah, the truth goes through you. No, and future faking, future, you're gonna get it. Yes, we're here. I'm here for you. I understand you. You're so good. You're powerful. You're the chosen one. That's why you are here. Creating that codependency, right? You suck it up. Suck it up. Look, I grew up with all this, all right? The truth is the truth. They used to call me straight, right? Oh, you're too straight. You're too straight. I'm a teenager. You don't do that. I'm a teenager. God, you took me out of my church. But this is how I'm gonna bring you more. By knowing them all. Because the priests only talk to the Christians, to their people, their investors. They're not gonna get, you're not gonna get anything if you talk to people to convert. The business is now gaining power from those who invest in you. They know about you, they follow you, they agree with what's been written and support it. You will want for reconciliation this year. The Pope, the priests, the house of the Christians, reconciliation. Who is a true religious devotee that gives itself to God and the work of God? It's not just society, how society is built. You see, I came here talking about the tissue of reality, and it's been changed into the tissue of society and the tissue of my mucus, your mucus, whatever tissue you might seem to use. Like, yeah, the tissue of the royalty as well, and the tissue of that house, the tissue of the other house. I'm just talking, came here with part of the formula and explaining this is why the tissue of reality exists, and this is when it doesn't exist. Because people are fighting to copy others, take from others, gossip, hack. It's not a share field where we're learning and sharing, is it? So you fuck little girls and you all get money? Hate women? Yeah, marry women that are grown up, but they don't look like girls, all right? They look like little children. And their mentality is as mosquito. Like that's you have children with that woman, right? Of course. You know. I love women. I don't think you love women. You love big titties. You love visual effects. You like that fresh meat. You like to do it there your way. Feel empowered. You will take all these pills because nowadays they also take Viagra. All right, they take a lot. They take pills to sleep, pills to feel more sensation. Oh, it's okay. You can take certain drugs and experiment. Yeah, more or less, whatever. It's sort of like do it upside down, hang yourself, hide yourself in the closet. Like yes, whatever makes you feel special. It's all ego. Can you be sincere with yourself, with another person, with the boring wife you have there, hiding under a curtain? That's for the Muslims who think to have a holy woman because he's hiding with a curtain and walking with a black. It's like a black ghost walking like if he's a good person. You marry this, he becomes fat. He doesn't want to know anything about sex, about the temple of her body in her house because he's in a jail. What is she teaching to your children? Nada, nada, nothing at all. You're fucked up. That's whom you fuck. She hates you. She wants to just, she might just finish quickly, man. I I already married you. I don't have to suck your dick. I didn't marry for to suck your dick. And what are you gonna do now? Hate more women, hate children, hate girls. They cannot study. All because you're fucked. You have a bad fuck. You have a bad fuck in your brain. You cannot study. You don't have the spirit to conquer. You don't have the spirit to smell the perfumes, to try new smells, to allow other people to enjoy their freedom with awareness, associating they want to. You will do it because they want to. You cannot read the room in your own house. You are also trapped in the same fucking jail. And you may think that I dress in this way because I am like this. But no, I dress and I have dressed in many ways. In real life and in the fantasy realms. It gives you a beautiful sense of understanding beyond compassion. Your heart wishes for other people to feel welcome in their own house without having to be in an eternal war of attacking and defenses. And these forms of infinite also have their ending time. For all of them who are not forgiving and playing for the universal laws, these were my last words to you. I wish you really, I wish you to have that vibe in your house.